Central Time, 11 o'clock a.m. here in Las Vegas. Welcome to Pool Dog Championship Arena for coverage of this year's APA World Championships. I'm your host, Jason Bowman, joined by the striking Viking, the legendary Hall of Famer. Good to have you here, Ava.
Good to be here,
First of
always.
first of six championships today. Should be an interesting one with the alternate shot Jack and Jill doubles.
I always love doubles, especially with the, like you said, the alternate Scotch double format. But what makes this very cool is the fact that we have a 7-3 playing a 5-5, so total different dynamic as far as how they're going to run the rack and how they're going to play it. So that's going to be very exciting, I think.
Absolutely. I know our players are excited to get started. Let's introduce you to them. We've got from Titusville, Florida, the team of the Racksters. Their opponents out of the Midwest, Chicago, Illinois, the team of It's Go Time. And I think, as Ava said, we've got a 7-3 and a 5-5, which means both teams are a combination of 10. So we're going to see a 4-4 race, Ava, race to 4. First team to win 4 games of 8 ball will be your champ.
That's it. After a long few, what has it been, 4 days, 3 days they've been playing?
Feels like about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll get into all that.
Well, you're here early, so.
Some of the ground rules for the Jack and Jill Doubles Championship. This is, of course, played by APA rules. And as we mentioned, male and female teams, max combined skill level of 10. Players alternate shots, not turns. That is what makes this kind of an interesting dynamic. There is one coaching timeout per team per game. And, again, matches played according to the Jack and Jill Championship handicap race chart, which, as we said earlier, 10-10 means they're racing to 4 games apiece.
Correct.
So, now that you have the ground rules, folks, I think our players are just about ready to go here at Pool Dog Arena. Coverage brought to you here by the folks at pooldog.com. Going to get a good look at our beautiful championship arena. And this is going to be David Dixon of the Racksters. They are the team out of Titusville, Florida. He's a skill level 7. He will have the honors of the first break here in this match. And we are underway, Ava.
We had that side break hitting the second ball there. It's opened up really nice, but failed to make anything. So great opportunity here for It's Go Time.
It's Go Time's Michael Hodge at the table. Michael, skill level 5. His partner and partner in life, his wife, Catherine. His teammate, also a skill level 5. He pockets a stripe. So they will have the high balls. And now we'll get a look at Catherine Hodge.
Catherine's looking at you. Has got the 9 ball and the 11 right down in the corner pocket there. She can just roll this in, and then he can play next ball on the side. I don't think he's going to go for it here. He would have loved to have been able to shoot this ball on the side and then drift over for the 9 ball over here, but he still has the 14 is very much available, so it's all about, oh boy. All right, so you got to remember these balls have just been cleaned. You play in the tournament room, and yeah, they do some cleaning obviously at the end of the night for the next day, but those balls have been played with. These is a brand new set, so he tried to kind of slam that around, and instead it slid, and he's flirting with a scratch. So a little bit of a tester here for his partner. A little bit fortunate there tying up the 1 ball.
Now we'll get our first look at Christine Smith Rodriguez, captain of the Racksters. She is a skill level 3. As Ava said, new set of aramith balls on the table. They're playing on a valley table, 3.5 by 7 foot. New cloth as well, so we'll see how those conditions affect these players as they move from the main tournament room where we had 300 plus tables down here to the championship arena.
And it's had continuous play pretty much between the 8-ball team championship that started a few days ago, and then the Jack and Jill, the ladies have started already, so it definitely makes a difference with the cloth. So we're going to see who can adjust to this cloth faster. You can either whine about it and go, I can't believe how much it slides, or you go, I got to, adjust a few things. So I say that a lot to our players back in the Carolinas. I said, you know what, whoever is bothered most by what you don't like, that's who's going to lose. So you just got to hurry up and figure out a way to adjust to it and embrace it. Good shot there. So she didn't want that 8-ball to go there.
I'm going to bring David Dixon back to the table. Again, David is a skill level 7, highest rated player of both of these teams in this championship match. He and Kristen, again, are from the Titusville, Florida area. That's not too far outside Orlando. As he rolls that ball in the top corner.
Yeah, it didn't come off the rail enough. You might have noticed the table is pretty fast, and he kind of, I think he hit the last ball a little too thick for it to come up for a good shot. She's going to have to really cut this backwards. Keep an eye on that cue ball. All right, not getting any easier, this little cluster down here, so there's going to be some cat and mouse game going on here. We'll see who comes out ahead with a safety game.
David and Kristen have been playing together for about 4 years and play on the same league team. They've been playing as doubles partners for 2. Actually lost both of these teams, they've lost their first round match.
Did they really?
And have made it here all the way to the championship. So
Oh, great.
kind of interesting, yeah, for both of them to have lost first round and navigated all the way back.
Never give up, right? Oh, backwards cut here's going to try to draw in and break them up now. Oh, man. That one ball just doesn't want to go anywhere.
This is the first of 6 championship matches we'll have here at Pool Dog Arena. Over the next several days, we have live coverage coming at you each and every day from now through Saturday. Tomorrow, Ava, is a big one, too. We've got the 8-ball World Championship tomorrow.
Yeah.
The granddaddy of them all, $30,000 up for grabs in that match.
Oh, that's just for first place.
You're going to see a timeout here as David and Kristen want to talk some things over.
There's no real major move to be made here. Just kind of tap into it.
They said they've got quite the contingent of friends and family here from Central Florida. But they did want to say hello to David's sister, Michelle, back home. As you get a really great look at Pool Dog Championship Arena. What an amazing setup again this year, Ava.
Oh, it's so great.
Unbelievable.
It literally feels, every time I walk in, it feels like I'm walking into a pro arena. It's set up no less than the pro events that we have. It's actually better than many. So, the staff has done an amazing job. Oh, boy. That was way too firm. Just needed to tap that a little bit. Now, all of a sudden, the table opened wide open. And Michael and Catherine on team It's Go Time are both skill level 5. So this is a very distinct possibility that they're going to run this out here if they can figure out what to do with that 9 and this combination down here at the bottom of your screen. Or if they're going to try to come across.
Mike and Catherine, as you said, both skill level 5, so well-balanced team here. Mike wants to call a timeout and talk things over. This is the first rack of the Jack and Jill Doubles Championship. $3,500 on the line here in this match for the winner. Catherine runs that ball into the top corner, brings Michael back to the table.
And as you can see, it's makeable, but it's got a kind of a backwards angle here. Nobody really likes this angle of a combination. But I'm not sure. You could just tap this 9 and play defense. We'll see. I think he's going to do that. Yeah, he wants to get up behind that ball. Oh, boy. He did not like the combo, but he failed to get behind the stripe ball there, so there's going to be a tester.
And this is good timing for the Racksters with David Dixon, the skill level 7 at the table here for this shot. Opportunity to pocket that 1 and see if he can't help out his teammate on the 8.
I think his main concern is what happens to the cue ball after he makes it. Because if he shoots it down in the corner, he's liable to go into the 8 or even scratch. Yeah, he's gonna jack up, try to hold the cue ball to avoid the scratch. That's a nice shot.
Very
Beautiful
nice
shot.
Couldn't give a much better leave here
And
for
that's
Kristen.
No, and that's the job of it. If you're a 7-3, that's the job of the 7 is just, don't try to get too cute or make it too easy for the other player because your 3 is still going to be able to make balls, obviously. So, but to take care of your partner. And again, Kristen's job is just to make what's in front of her. And she's got this to take the first rack. Nice.
Pockets that 8 in the corner, no issue. The Racksters take a 1-0 lead in this race to 4. While we've got a few moments, we're going to hear a quick word from our friends at PoolDog.com. All right, we are back here at Pool Dog Championship Arena. Again, a big thank you to our presenting sponsors, our friends at PoolDog.com. They are your go-to for all of your billiard accessory needs, whether it's cues, gloves, training devices, all kinds of things available through PoolDog.com.
Got some great stuff out here. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of great vendors out here.
Over 40 vendors from across
yeah.
the country here.
Anything that has anything to do with pool, you can get it here. I know a lot of the players before the tournament even started for them, they just went shopping. Whoa.
David Dixon sends the cue ball flying off the table.
Yeah, he hit down on it quite a bit there, so the cue ball was jumping right before it hit the rack. Luckily for him, the 8 ball didn't go, which would have been a loss. But the table is not looking as pretty as it did last time. Not quite as open.
Second rack in this race to 4. Catherine Hodge at the table. She has ball in hand behind the head string here. She tries to get her team on the board. Been a busy start to this year's World Championships, Ava. As you mentioned, we've had the 8-ball open division been going since Thursday. Jack and Jill. I think the ladies are now underway. Masters starting today. 9-ball tomorrow.
Yeah.
Got the team captains championship later this week. So it's just lots going on here in Las Vegas. Exciting time for the nearly 14,000 participants that have qualified to come out this year. Not including those that just come out to play in some mini mania.
I think there's as many or more of them, I think, because this place is packed.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun, though. I mean, it's, and it's great talking to some of the players that come out here. They play a team, and they have fun, and they make friends for life. I mean,
Yeah.
It's quite a few of them that come home and said, we met these great people, and they actually end up taking vacations later together, or meeting up playing pool somewhere. So it's a big old party out here.
So Michael Hodge pockets one of each there in that top corner. Brings Catherine back to the table.
Shooting at the 5 there, trying to break that 3 ball up. She would have had to hit that quite a bit firmer, or on the other side of the 3 for it to be able to come out.
Josh Owens, don't have the dates for next year's championship in front of me, but I can tell you it will be early August.
Mm-hmm.
We try to do it as early in August as we can, so we try to avoid some of the back-to-school time. It just kind of depends what state you're in. I saw today here in Vegas, the kids are going back to school today.
Yes.
Whereas where we're at in St. Louis, it's not till the 24th of August that our
Isn't
kids
that
go back.
interesting?
So
Yeah, South Carolina, they're going back today, too.
yeah,
Same thing.
we'll, of course, be back here at the Westgate again next August. Of course, we'll be here before that in May, late May, or early May, I should say, late April, next year as well for the Pool Player Championships. David Dixon back to the table here.
Pool Player Championships is where we have the singles and the doubles.
Mm-hmm. The Wheelchair Championship.
Wheelchair
That's become such a
Championship.
huge...
Yeah, it's great.
You know, there was a time when that was like a 3-day 8-ball tournament, and it's just kind of morphed into a... I don't even like to call it a smaller version of this. I mean, I guess it is just because of the team numbers.
Right.
You know, the 5 to 8 players per team. But the Pool Player Championships in its own right have become one of the world's largest pool tournaments you'll see as well.
Yeah.
So not quite as big as the August event, but it's certainly a close second. Safety there by David.
It's a good shot there. Perfect. Yeah, it was, 712? No, what was it? 700 and something of the 8-ball teams out here, 8-man teams.
That sounds right.
Yeah, just over 700.
Just over. I don't think just. We should just say, not use just when we say 700, huh?
Yeah, well, it's just over.
Just 14,000 of my closest friends.
Good shot. Good shot there.
Hope everybody out there's having a great Monday. First of 6 championships here, the World Pool Championships in Las Vegas.
Let's see if Kristen can get this cue ball out a little ways. If she gets stuck down there, then David would have very little to work with. He may continue the whole defensive run here. I don't think he can. The only thing he would have is cutting this ball in, and that doesn't look too inviting. And what happens next? So we'll see what he does. Yeah, he's going to play defense. Really good shot, making sure that he got to where Michael could not hit that 3 ball. That 3 ball looms large, and getting rid of it quickly is not going to be easy unless they somehow can get on this side of and make this ball. She could probably do it now. Making this ball, it's almost natural, especially if you hit a little bit just below center. You might be able to go one rail and go into the 15 ball. That would open up the table nicely for them. Oh, not too bad, though.
Kristen and David play out of Headline back in Central Florida. We can't get the 11 to drop. So we will see Catherine Hodge again.
No fan match this year, Andrew. We did that as a fun thing. We've been talking about maybe doing it again, but
It's just hard with the timing. I mean,
Yeah.
last year, with the way that the events set up after the pandemic, we only had the 8-ball and 9-ball World Championships in October
right.
over the 10 days. So we did add a few different things, and they were great. I mean,
yeah,
the match you and Florian did with doubles was really fun.
it was.
We had Brian Parks and Ernesto Bayawa, two of our great, former U.S. amateur champions, playing head-to-head. That was a fun one, too. But just the amount of time, it takes a few days to get the arena set up here, and we're pretty much booked full from now through Saturday. And then
Every
I know you
day.
jump on a plane Saturday night and go home. So
I keep doing that. Every single
red
time
eye.
I take the red eye, I go, I'll never do that again, and I do it every single time. So yeah, I actually had Ken. Do you remember Ken? That was my partner.
I do.
Him and his wife are out here just to play Mini Mania this year.
Nice.
And he said, I've been talking to somebody. Do you think there's any chance that we can do it again?
A rematch.
I said, well, Ken, if they're gonna do it again, I said, I'm not sure that they're gonna let you play again. We may have to pick somebody else. But he loved it. He had so
Yeah.
much fun.
I don't even I hate to say it. I don't remember. Was it the other team that won?
I can't remember. Nice cut
right.
shot there.
8-ball falls in the side pocket there for it's go time, and we are even at 1 game apiece in this race to 4. Of course, we mentioned the folks at PoolDog.com, one of our great sponsors for this event, but we should also mention our friends at Aramith, the premier billiard balls. Playing on a brand new set of Aramith balls here today. And Action Cues, the official cue of the APA. Appreciate all of their support. Would encourage you folks to check out their products. Some of the numbers here, Ava, for this year's event that we've been touting. 328 tables, almost 14,000 participants, 41 exhibitors, 800 Mini Mania events, 6 championships, 49 states, 3 countries. First time we've had Japan back at the World Championships since the pandemic.
I'm glad they're back.
And that big number at the bottom, almost $1.3 million up for grabs at this year's APA World Pool Championships.
So 49 states. Who's missing?
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Anybody out there's from North Dakota, you're looking for a great business opportunity,
It's probably the most fun job
call
you'll
Ava.
ever have.
She'll tell you all about it.
Yeah. A lot of work.
If you're ready to
and
work
so much
hard
fun.
and you love pool and you like being around people, you can check that out. But yeah, North Dakota
North
is the,
Dakota
is
is
the
open.
last state.
The last frontier.
Last frontier. I'm sure it won't be long either. Okay, so we've got a quick break for one of these teams. While we do that, let's hear a quick word from our friends at PoolDog.com.
Each year, thousands of people from all walks of life head to Las Vegas, chasing a dream.
Pockets the 8-ball, avoids the scratch. What a match.
What a match, and what a comeback.
What begins as a hobby on a pool table in their local bar or pool room evolves through hard work, dedication, and even luck
There it goes again. Oh my God.
Wow.
into something bigger, something greater.
All right. Players are back. We are back here at Pool Dog Arena. Catherine Hodge preparing her first break of the match.
Good solid break there. Well, this is doable here. Got the stripes. He's got an opportunity to make the 14 here and break those two balls up. And then they only have to deal with the 15 if he can get on it. Get on something here. Not too bad.
Again, Michael and Catherine, the team of It's Go Time. They are out of the Chicago area, Arlington Heights. Actually play back in Arlington Lanes. Been married 12 years. Of course, they met playing pool, as so many folks do.
Yeah, it's like a matchmaker. Forget about Tinder and all that. Just play some pool. You get an APA team.
Did you just say Tinder?
Isn't that called what it's called?
Yeah.
Is that the wrong one?
The Striking Viking knows about Tinder.
Well, I had a discussion with somebody that was trying to figure out if they should get on one of those. And
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just join a pool league.
yeah. So many of our players from Coastal Carolina and I know others too. I see it all the time and hear about it all the time. Get married out here.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there'll be several weddings here this week.
The Chapels love it when the APA come to town. Anybody watching that have met the love of their life or gotten married out here
Oh, I guarantee
through APA?
it. Guarantee.
Let's see if we got some.
Tell us your APA love story.
There
We
you
want to
go.
know.
All right, big shot here. Gonna try to come around and break something up. Again, this is not what you want to do, though. You know, you're leaving that 15 ball and the 8 for last, and there's a lot of breakup balls for Racksters to be able to work with here. So I don't know that I would make this 11. You know, if you have 2 3s playing, make what you can when you can. 2 4s. When you get in a situation, a skill level 10 combined, you start making, all of a sudden, they're in big trouble. It looks like she should be able to come behind here and make contact with a 15. No, is she going 3 rails? She might have to go 3 rails and come around. The 1 ball is kind of in the way. That's about the path she wants. This table is going to slide more, so you want to play it short. But I don't think she can because of where the 1 ball is. She'd like to hit right about in here. She might have to go 2 rails. All right, that's trouble.
It'll be ball in hand to Kristen Smith Rodriguez. Skill level 3 of the Racksters.
I'm sure that David really wants her to shoot the 7 ball down in the corner and get that out of the way.
Again, these teams are playing for $3,500 in first place prize money and, of course, the championship title. The runner-up, though, Ava, still going to take home $2,500. So
that's not all too bad.
No, it's advantageous when you can make it to this championship round financially.
And there's some leagues across the country that that are really offering Jack and Jill as a format now to play. You know, a league. A lot of people enjoy it. I know in our area we have 8-ball and 9-ball doubles, but there's a lot of the Jack and Jill leagues are starting to pop up.
Nice.
I still think the majority have qualifying tournaments if you meet the requirements of you know,
Yeah, you're talking about coming to Vegas. Yeah.
to be able to come to Vegas. Yeah. But it's if you think about it, it's the perfect date night out. I have quite a few teams that play doubles as date night.
David Dixon here.
Oh, a little surprise there. Looks like it jumped up just a hair. I would think that Michael is just going to roll this 15 ball in to kind of try to block that pocket a little bit. He's looking to see if there's any way that he can get through all this. Would that be something if he could actually bank it? If he could get between the 4 and the 8? No.
Ooh.
Oh.
You almost
But
called that one.
He blocked up the pocket, though,
Yep.
so that worked.
Bring Kristen back to the table once again. Again, we are tied 1-1 here in this race to 4 championship round of the Jack and Jill doubles. Pool Dog Arena here in Las Vegas.
And Kristen just overcut that a little bit. Sometimes you take a shot like that for granted and you're trying to do something and thinking about something else. And I think that there's definitely an opening here. 15 ball is makeable. Come out for the 8 in the side or the corner. And that should be all she wrote right there. Thin cut on this 8. Just control the cue ball. That's all.
See if Michael can finish off this rack. Give his team their first lead of the match.
You either got to draw this with a little bit of right or hit it real thin in the far side of the side to be able to avoid the scratch. He drew it and
Good to go.
took the new leader.
It's go time now with a 2-1 lead over the Racksters.
Jenny apparently knows Kristen and David and just found out that Kristen is called Kat, not Kristen. So
Oh,
we didn't know.
well, she didn't tell me that.
Well, then maybe
We
she wants to be
verify on
called
this?
Kristen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, Jenny.
I never assume. I only go with what they tell me.
Maybe we'll mix it up a little bit. Kat, Kristen, just to
Cat
confuse
Kristen.
ourselves. Yeah.
Another good look here at Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas. Nice crowd that's come out to take in this first of 6 championships to be decided this week. If you haven't found us on our Instagram page, you need to do that. Well, we've got a break in the action here. Lots of great content there. And, of course, Facebook. I know most of you folks tuning in to the live stream on Facebook. Make sure you've liked our page so you get a notification as we go live the next several days. And we're also on YouTube. We simulcast to our YouTube channel as well. So however you choose to consume our content, we are out there. And TikTok,
Got you
Ava's
covered.
favorite.
Got you. Yeah.
Ava's, I'm
I'm a
trying to get her
huge
into
TikToker.
talking. Ticking and
I
talking.
don't even know. It's going so fast now. I don't even know
2
what's
balls
going
in
on.
the side on that break. Catherine Hodge.
Bit of a cluster situation. Only a couple balls made it to the opposite side,
I
the
believe it
opposite
was-
half of the table here.
I think it was one of each there.
All right, still open. And I do like the fact that we have 2 scalable 5s and a 7 and a 3 on the other side. You know what I mean? A lot of people think there's no way that you can be 2-5s because they're, they can play and run out and whatever, but that is not the case. I would say it's almost 50-50. We've had 6-4, we've had 7-2, and we've had 5-3. You don't have to be all the way to 10. It helps
Right.
in 8-ball, there's no question. But 9-ball, look out. You got playing 2-3s. you better, if you're skill level 10, you better really bear down because their race is very short.
Kristen pockets that 14 in the corner.
And 13-8 is tied up. I'm not sure here. He doesn't have much of a shot. I think he's going to go defensive. I believe that 13 later on could be made in a bank if they ever got to that point, if he just leaves that alone right now. Well, running into the one was not according to plan, but at least there's an open shot here for Kat. I got yelled at again for
Kat Kristen.
calling Kristen, not calling her Kat. Said always Kat, never Kristen.
Yeah, sometimes I'm leery trusting the internet, though.
Yeah, it could be somebody from
Yeah.
that I never met or some sitting in Canada going.
Let's mess
No,
with
but I've
them.
had two people
Let's
say it
mess
now.
with them. Let's see if we can get them to call him something else. Catherine Hodge back at the table here. Unaware of any nicknames for Catherine.
It could be Cat
Kath?
too. That could be Cat too. Don't
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, if anybody was going to have the nickname of Cat, it seems like it'd be Catherine,
Yeah.
not Kristen. Well, debate for another time, I suppose.
Yeah, I think we've covered that.
Catherine's
one
just focused on the pool table.
All right, cut shot on the 2. I like how she stays down on the shots.
Now, these two have actually played in the Jack and Jill Championship before, Ava, finishing as high as 33rd
Oh, well, that's
a few
great.
years back. So
Yeah.
they've got a little experience. They've never been here in Pool Dog Arena. So this is a first for them, but they do have some experience playing together here in Vegas, which is huge.
It really is. I mean, a lot of people, you kind of get, you almost feel like you have to, when you come into this arena, you feel like you have to play a different game than you have, a better game that you have, because all of a sudden you're in Vegas, which is not true. It's no different than playing, another doubles team back home. The pressure just feels so much more. And then the added pressure of coming into this arena is, that's a whole different level.
Mm-hmm.
Become a little conscious, not only is it a captive audience that's sitting here, it's about half full in here and everybody's watching, but everybody's home is watching as well.
Right.
And you're afraid that's going to be, why didn't you kick that one ball? And why didn't you? You know what I mean? You should have done this. How did you miss that ball? That kind of stuff. So you hear those little voices in the back of your head. The committee, I call them. The subconscious talking to you and you're trying to
Okay.
shoot.
All right, David Dixon back at the table for the Racksters.
See, he's going to try to break up the 13-8 here. And he did so. And the 8-ball just, oh boy. You can see there, it might be able to slide by in this part of the pocket. I'm not sure it's makeable if it's frozen. It's going to be close.
See if they call timeout here. All right. No timeout.
No, it's going to let Kat do her thing here. And then perfect world, she would have played that in the side, the other ball in the side, but like the fact that David just says, you do what you're comfortable with, and we'll figure it out.
Panoramic shot there of the arena, the folks in the arena, as David Dixon tries to navigate a path here. Surprised they didn't use a timeout on that last shot.
Yes. But everybody's got a different style. Sometimes, you know, some players just say, you know what, you do your thing, I'll do mine. And unless I see, I would have definitely said, shoot the other ball on the side. If she makes it, it was over. If that 8-ball goes. If it doesn't go, we got a different, you know, it's a different deal. But I don't think he looked at it enough to know if it goes or not. Right now, he's got to be careful of the scratch, if he can even hit it. And it looks like he definitely can. But to get that ball to the cushion, he's going to be flirting with a scratch. He's going to have to hit it real soft.
Thrilled to have so many folks tuning in this afternoon to our coverage of the Jack and Jill Doubles Championship from here at Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas. All part of the APA World Pool Championships. We have continuing coverage throughout the week here. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific time, we've got the championship round of the 8-Ball World Championship. 30,000 on the line in that match. All right, so he gets a good hit.
Yep, he got to hit enough of it. Obviously, the table is available. 6-ball, side pocket. You got the 3. The 4 is makeable in both pockets in the corner. 5-ball. Again, 2 skillable 5s. So it's a very makeable rack for them here to extend their lead. There wasn't much else David could do in that spot. He wanted to cut it a little bit thinner to have the his stripe ball kind of blocking that pocket a little bit and make it tougher for them to run out, but he couldn't, because if he hit it that thin, cue ball was going to scratch. So
Referee's going to have a look at this as well. Oh, they're going to take a timeout. Michael wants to talk things over with his wife.
I'm going to take an opportunity to say hi to both Maria and to hi Richard.
Some North Carolina folks tuning in.
Well, I don't know where Maria is from, but I know Richard is placed in our Wilmington, North Carolina APA League, Coastal Carolina.
Always like to hear where people are tuning in from.
Yeah.
Especially when we catch somebody that's like overseas and it's the middle of the night. And
Sure.
appreciate all of you folks tuning in. Again, shout out to our sponsors, PoolDog.com, Aramith Pool Balls, Action Cues. 3-ball goes in the corner, clean.
It's actually a really good shot right there. Just came out perfectly for the 4. Well, he's got an option. He can shoot the 4 now. Just roll it up a little bit, give her the angle down the 5, or he can shoot the 5. 4-ball goes in the same pocket as the 8, so I like shooting the 4-ball first.
No problem.
She would have loved for it to come off a little bit more, but I think she's got this.
And this is a good example where you're going to see the balance of having 2 5s.
Right.
You know, tackle the rest of this rack. Catherine leaves Michael with a very makeable shot on the 8-ball. Chance to take a 3-1 lead. This would put them on the hill.
Got it.
8-ball drops. It's go time out of Chicago now with a 3-1 lead. They need just one more game in this race to 4. One game away from that championship title, and that $3,500 payday. You can see the payouts there. First place $3,500, second place $2,300. I might have said 25 earlier, so. And then, of course, we had two teams this morning, Ava, that tied for third place. We should mention them. We had the team of What Just Happened out of Albany and the team of I Want It That Way out of Smyrna, Tennessee, both finishing in third place and taking home $1,300. All part of the nearly $1.3 million available this year in this event. $1.3 million.
And I always
cash.
I always giggle at
Somebody's
that.
running around with $1.3 million in a suitcase here, I think.
Know, it's all cash, yeah.
Crazy.
And it blows, coming from Europe, I have to tell you, it's still kind of amazing to me because over there you can't win the kind of cash that we give out here, and you'd be a professional. You think about this, an amateur event.
Right.
That you're playing in, and to be able to come here and get a piece of the 1.3 million, it's not too shabby.
No. I want to know who's carrying it around, though. Who's carrying that money around? Probably with.
I don't think anybody's actually carrying it around. I have a feeling it's in the vault kind of thing.
The cage.
I don't think anybody's carrying it around.
They know how to lock it up pretty good here in Las Vegas. Believe me.
They do. I actually hit a jackpot yesterday.
I heard.
It was great.
Lucky you.
Playing the penny machine, I won 2,600 right here at the Westgate.
On a penny machine.
Yeah. And this is my first time. I think I played maybe 20 years ago. I put money in a machine.
I hate you.
I don't do machines. I like the crap table. I can't help it. But I may have to play it again now.
Yeah.
I'm hooked.
Well,
right. Nice break.
Good break, but nothing goes. So we'll see the Racksters back at the table. Cat. I'm going with Cat now. Cat back at the table.
Go Cat. Till somebody yells at us the other way.
I got a cat at home.
I got two.
Not a cat. I have a wife.
Oh.
Sometimes it's called Cat.
I've never heard her called
Katie.
Katie.
Oh, yeah.
Cat.
Yeah. Because she spells her name with a C. C-A-T-I-E.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She'll always be Katie to me. I don't care how anybody yells at me.
I call her Babe, so. If I'm saying Katie, it probably means.
You're mad at
Yeah. You know how all of you with a spouse know how that works.
Absolutely. And if you're really mad, then the last name,
the
middle name come in there too. Different
Cat
levels.
pockets that one in the side. David Dixon back to the table here.
They can figure out what to do with that 2 ball, Jason. This rack looks pretty good for him to make something happen. Time's running out here for Racksters. Down 3-1. Opponents on the hill. We almost missed that. Wow. All right, Kat. And in case you guys just tuned in, Jason pointed something out, which I thought was pretty amazing, that both of these teams lost their very first match.
Yeah.
And fought their way all the way through the losers' bracket.
They've had a busy few days. They said yesterday was brutal, schedule-wise. So
just play it, match after match after match. I always played, on tour, I always played better from the loser side for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. Because you have nothing to protect. You might as well just loosen up and just play.
This is
Won
a
lot of
modified
championships that way. So.
Yeah, this is a modified single elimination tournament too, which means you always have a chance to play at least twice. You don't necessarily have a chance to lose twice. It all kind of depends on when you lose.
Yeah.
And because both these teams dropped their first round match, they were able to make the comeback. So
yeah, there's people that say, I can't believe you guys don't go to double elimination. But
we'd be here another week.
At least.
All right. Well, combination there gets it done.
But it is good, though, that we can offer. A few sports offer double, even, second chance kind of match.
Mm-hmm.
It's single elimination. It's do or die. But it is nice as far as everybody travels and comes to these tournaments, and you have a chance to kind of get a little more comfortable.
Well, at
coming
least
out
play
here and stuff.
twice. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to play at least twice.
Yeah. Nice smooth draw stroke there, getting that ball up for Cat on the 3 ball. She can roll this in. The 7 is right there, and depends on the angle that he's going to get. I'm surprised. I don't think either team has taken a timeout yet, have they?
Not in
I
this
know
rack.
this team
Not in this
hasn't.
rack.
No, I mean overall, have they?
Oh, yeah, we've seen a few
Have
timeouts.
we?
Yeah,
Okay.
a few timeouts.
You really want a stop shot here. Oh, no. All right.
Michael Hodge back to the table. It's go time, needing one big game, one big rack, one more big shot on the 8 ball to take home the victory here. Has some work to do, though.
It's got some work to do, but because there's that 10 ball being where it is, he's got an opportunity to break those up. Not an easy rack to deal with, but it always helps to have some couple of balls there that you can use as breakup balls. Because Chris is asking about how 2 teams can lose and be in the finals, because the early parts of the tournament in APA is double elimination until a certain point, then it goes to single. So they lost in the double elimination format and then
Yeah.
came through the loser side.
And you can go back through the CompuSport bracket if you want to kind of see how that
Yeah.
plays out in terms of bracketology.
Right. Yeah, they didn't play each other the first match,
No.
so
Well, they couldn't both lose if they played each
that
other.
that might that may be what
Yeah.
he took it as.
No,
so.
they played different teams in the first round.
Right.
Different parts of the bracket.
Let's see what she's going to do here. That 3 ball is obviously blocking that pocket down there, so I think she's just going to try to get the cue ball on the opposite side of the table. Lag that 9 up. The 2 has nowhere to go as of right now, so I wonder if he can spin this 3 ball in, some left spin, and go into the 2. Just kind of dig the cue ball a little bit. He's got to remember it slides more than normal because it's a brand new cloth, or more than what it has all week. Nice shot. Broke them up.
This is
A
a
little
must-win.
unfortunate. Yeah.
This is a must-win game for the Racksters. Must-win.
And got unfortunate there, the fact that that 7 didn't come out. She's going to have to shoot a tricky little combo here. You're welcome, Chris. Yeah, she's pretty much got to go for it here. There's no defense that is going to make any more sense than offense. Then you might as well always go offense. This would be huge if you could make this. Oh, so close. Tell you what, though, Jason, not a bad leave.
That's what I was thinking as I
Yeah.
look over the...
I think he's got the 15 ball. I think he can squeeze by that 7 to cut in the 15 ball into the corner.
We get an overhead look at this.
But it's no gimme.
There we go.
There you go. Well, I decided to go defense. All right. Dangerous decision there, because now all of a sudden banks are open.
Yeah, we'll see what David Dixon, the 7 here, skill level 7, can do with this shot. Could be the difference here.
With their balls as spread open as they are, you would have to. I would think he has to go for a bank here. Or maybe he's banking the 2 in the corner instead. you got to go offensively. Oh, too short. All right, now it's go time.
It's go
I just
time
realized
for
that
It's
was
Go
their
Time.
name. Yeah.
They adopted their team name based on your signature tagline. Maybe that's where they got it. They've been listening into the coverage for years, and I forgot to ask them about their team names. I just realized.
Where they came from?
Yeah, where
you
did you
usually
come-
have that. You're sleeping on
I
the job
know,
over
I
here,
know.
or what? Oh, it's the first one though. I don't think that's going to happen again. We have 5 more chances for you to make that right.
Yeah. Plenty of time. to
But it's
right the
usually a
ship.
fun reason why they come up with
Yeah.
a name. So
Well, I mean, it's go time. That makes sense.
yeah, it's good.
It's
I like it. Racksters is good, except kind of
nice and clean team names. I
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
A lot
Some
of
people
folks
get funny. Some people get goofy.
Yeah,
with
you
it,
wouldn't
so.
believe the lengths we go to keep those team names clean.
Yeah, I'm a little bit looser as far as what our league in Coastal Carolina, what they can get away with. Not if it's really offensive, but then I go, okay, you're going to Vegas. That's not going to fly.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Come
when
up
we're
with a new
live
one.
streaming it,
No,
and
of course.
I've got a TV crew coming out later today, and so
Absolutely.
we want to present things as best we can in the best light. So
Nice
sometimes
shot.
those names of things that you find on Urban Dictionary
Yeah,
just don't
yeah.
fly out here.
yeah. All right. 3 balls away here. Just make sure to give Michael an angle on the 10 ball, so you can come out a little bit for the 8. So you can either draw it back a hair or try to freeze it on the end rail.
Oh,
wow.
Look at there, Ava. That's a huge mistake.
Nerves, you think?
I
know
don't
she
know if
was
it was the
stretched out. She was
stretch or
stretched
nerves,
out.
but she doesn't get enough of the ball, so it's ball in hand.
Yeah.
Wow, what a turn of this, or at least in this rack. I mean, we'll
Huge.
see how things play out, but whoo, buddy.
You never know. It happens. I've done it. I've actually done it before where I hit my hand in the table, especially when you stretch like that. And that could have been what happened. And all of a sudden you can't follow through because, you're not used to having the table be in your way, and she kind of gets down low. So who knows what happened there.
Yeah, I guess she was just trying to leave the cue ball up near the rail so he could get to that 10.
Right.
Just didn't get enough.
It happens.
Chance now for Kat to scratch her team's way back in this match. See what I did there?
Well, you can take that 2 ways. One way
The
is
dad
not
jokes are starting early this week.
The claw her way, I guess, is better. The whole scratch thing, you
Claw,
don't want to
yeah.
talk about that when you're playing pool.
That's true.
Jason.
There you go.
That's not good. All right, tester. She
Does her
left the
job.
tester with that 9 ball being where it is. David's got to come with one here.
Skill level 7.
He can do it.
There was one person in the match who wasn't taking the shot. It's probably David.
All right, here we go. This is not easy. Long, straight in, jacked up over the 9.
Yeah.
He's going to want to try to come back if he can. Put a little low on it. See if he can come back a little bit to make it a little bit more easy for Kat to shoot. Oh,
Clutch.
baby, how did you hit it, David?
Clutch shot
Sweet.
by David Dixon. Leaves his partner straight in on the 8 ball.
And she just put a big smile on her face and went, wow.
What a shot under pressure.
Got to give it to him. That was a really smooth, pretty stroke that he put on that. And still controlled how much to draw the
And the
ball
leave.
back.
I
Yeah,
mean-
just beautiful. All right, Kat. Still got to make this. Bear down. Still alive.
And Kristen follows it up with that 8 ball. They have their second game, now trail by 1 after a highlight shot there by David Dixon. Josh, if you're listening in, add that one to to the highlight reel. What a shot.
Yeah, that
under
was great.
pressure. And we'll
And
see if that changes the outcome here. Whew.
And unless you play this game when you're jacked up over a ball like that, it makes it so much more. It makes the shot 3 times as difficult, 10 times as difficult. And then to smooth draw it back where she got straight in on the 8, that was great. I could feel Kristen's heart, though, Kat's heart beating when she was shooting that 8. After
She's pocketed. That's her second 8-ball in this
I
match,
know,
right?
but
Is
after
she
he
pocketed?
came with that shot on the 7, she's going, oh, God,
Gotta
please, I
make it,
can't,
yeah.
I can't miss this. All right, they still need 2.
David will have the break now. They do need 2 games. Racksters need 2 games to its go times 1. David Dixon will have the break. Would love to get that 8-ball moving.
Mm.
Got it moving, but
10 ball goes.
10 ball in the top corner.
A lot of traffic all over the place. Not a fun run out here with the stripes. Oh, 6 ball is blocking, making things a mess. The 5 ball, the 3 ball. It's just going to be patient and bear down and be prepared to play some defense, play smart. See if you can make this 15 and roll up for the 14 for David. He's actually very happy that she did that. Doesn't mind missing. There's a lot of times in 8-ball that it's okay to miss. 9 balls, you want to make the ball unless
Right.
you're intentionally playing it, a defensive shot. But 8-ball, there's certain times that you're almost better off missing. Eric, I do not. Never say never, but between back problems and having played for so many years already, and with my family, I run the APA League in Coastal Carolina. I've been having fun with that. I haven't felt the need to go back to practicing 6-8 hours a day anymore. And it's just no fun, when you've been at a certain level, it's really not that much fun to go and not play your game.
Sure.
It's not even so much about who you lose to; it's about not performing the way you know how. So,
all right, missed opportunity there for Michael brings David back to the table.
the table has opened up considerably since the last time he was at the table. Everything is makeable now.
I had a question about how you qualify for the Jack and Jill Doubles Championship, and that's going to vary by your league area. Ava mentioned earlier, some leagues actually have Jack and Jill League, but in most cases, it's usually a qualifying tournament locally. So if you're playing in league on a team, an 8-ball or a 9-ball team, and your league operator has some slots or a slot for this event, they would hold a tournament, and the team that wins comes out here. So
Yeah.
I know that varies by some areas, but generally, your best bet is to talk to your league operator.
Right. All right. So in a perfect world with an 8-ball, you want to kind of obviously take care of clusters and issues, balls on the rail, take care of that first, along with then you try to pick off sections of the table. So in this case, I believe he's going to try to shoot that 13 if it goes. No, it doesn't go. See if he can make the 11 and draw back. Would love to get rid of these down here. Well, that's not bad. Available straight in here into the side. Obviously, 3-ball could be a problem, but with this ball right here, you have a chance to kind of see, get on that 8-ball, and obviously it could be made in the as a bank. You know, it's not unheard of by any means for a 7 and a 3 to run the table. And I'm sure that that is the plan right now with these last 4 balls left on the table.
Oh,
Beautiful
nice
shot.
shot.
Nice shot.
Rackster's coming with it with some strong shots late in this match.
It's going to want to give her a little bit of an angle here where she naturally, and I'd be surprised if he didn't take a bit of a timeout, being where the 8-ball is, and talk a little bit about it.
Yep, here we
Yeah.
go. Called that one. Quick timeout here for the Racksters as they talk over things. The tail end of this rack, important rack for them. Must win. You get another look at Pool Dog Arena in all its glory. Appreciate all the folks that have come out this afternoon to take in this championship match, the first of 6 that we'll have here at the APA World Championships. Fantastic looking arena for these players to duke it out. Timeout is over. We're back at the table.
Just got to put some load on this and hit it with a lit, kind of a decisive stroke so she doesn't run into the 6-ball. That's a problem. Running into the 6 would be a problem. That's going to snooker David more than likely. And is it going to stop?
All right.
Good chance of it going hill here.
Always listen to your captain. I shouldn't say that because Kat's actually the captain.
Well, you don't know who made the
David
final
with
decision.
the advice, yeah.
He may have taken the time out, but she may have said, no, I'm doing this.
Good point. Never assume. All right, David now on the 8-ball. See if he can run it down to that far corner.
Yeah, sure did.
Run it he does, and we are tied at 3 games apiece, folks. Both teams on the hill here. This will be the deciding game, the deciding rack for this year's Jack and Jill Doubles champions. No pressure, no pressure.
None. That's great, though. It should go down to the wire.
You know, and this all began, Ava, if you go back a couple of racks. It's go time. Had a chance to pocket that 9. They looked like they were in good shape to
they
finish out that rack, and just a little miscue there. Left ball in hand. We saw David Dixon come with the big shot on the 7.
Right.
Cat follows it in with the 8, and then they just take that next rack, and we are 3 games apiece. We're getting our money's worth to start our championship coverage here in Pool Dog Arena.
Yeah, and if you don't have a, somebody you're rooting for, a friend, somebody you know from your area, then you almost always root for a close match.
Tight match,
you know?
absolutely. Oh. Who's calling you in the middle of work? Who is that? Is that Mitch?
I don't know.
Big trouble, buddy.
I just got a new phone, and I guess I don't know how to turn the frickin' sound down.
All right, folks, here we go. 1 rack to decide it all here at the Jack and Jill Doubles Championship. Kristen Cat Smith Rodriguez at the table with the break. All right, a lot of traffic in that top part of the table there. No balls on the break. Brings Catherine Hodge back to the table.
Yeah, it's about 50-50 what you go with here. I mean, if there was a way to make the low, I think I would definitely want to go with the low balls. But the highs, Either way, I don't think she had anything She liked shooting at on the solids anyway, so we're looking at dealing with a 14 ball. That's going to be the key here.
Michael back at the table. Again, this duo is a combination of skill level 10, which means they're both 5s. Nicely balanced.
You know what I've noticed is that I don't think I've seen any players in the Pool Dog Arena, you know, as far as on both sides of both teams, look as calm as these four. You know, a lot of times you can actually tell how nervous everybody is. I'm sure they're nervous, but they look very composed, like they do this, you know, every other week.
I would agree. Yeah, we haven't seen, you know, really a lot of missed balls. I mean, we mentioned the 9 that
Yeah.
she just didn't quite get enough on.
I mean,
But that may have just been the stretch more than any
And-
kind of nerve. So
yeah, and sometimes you just can see somebody. You can look at somebody and go, and you realize how nervous they are, but they look very
calm. Yeah, I would agree.
comfortable.
Well, when you've come all the way back through the one-loss side of the bracket from the first round, I
Yeah.
guess you do settle in a little bit.
All right, let's see if you can make this jacked up over there. Beautiful.
No problem.
All right, here we go. How to get down to those 2 balls there. I don't think if I'm not sure the 14 or the 10 ball, whatever is down there, can go past the other. If it does. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. This is doable here. All right, you stay on here. We can see this one is makeable here. You can go off that ball and stop the cue ball on the 6. The 8 ball is open, so if he can cut this in with this, I don't even know if he needs any spin on the cue ball. Maybe a little bit of right, not much. Just stop it off the 6.
Arena has really filled in now, Ava.
Yeah, it's
Almost
great.
a full house. Gonna take a timeout here. Mike and Catherine gonna talk things over. It was a quick chat. They're on the same page.
That was one of those, whatever you want to do is fine. No, I think, I mean, if that ball goes clearly, which it looks like it does, that's the only thing that you should do. Stop it off the 6.
Got it.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
The only thing that was bad is 6 ball kind of messed up the 8. The 8 ball looked clean anywhere. She should be able to draw it, just come back a little bit, and looks like the 8 ball does go in the corner pocket, so she can put just a little bit of low draw on this, just a little bit.
They're gonna have to earn it here.
Nothing's easy. Oh, Donnie, brownie points, Donnie. That's one of our players. Donnie comes out
nice.
here to referee quite often. He couldn't this year, and he was so bummed, so I had to say hi. All right, nice, smooth. Don't take any chances. Oh, that was, wow. That was nerves. That was nerves, I bet you, right there. Too much thinking and just... And again, unless you've been here playing in the Pool Dog Arena, you have no idea the pressure, not just wanting to win, but some money on the line, championship trophy on the line.
Well,
Not over yet.
yeah, I was gonna say
Still a
not
lot of
all
work
is
to
not
do.
all is lost here. Rackster's at the table now. David Dixon shooting on the 3 ball.
Let's see if their comeback trail can get them all the way to the championship spot here. They won the very first game, the Racksters did, and then didn't win until it's go time, won the 3 in a row and got on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody's game still.
They will be the comeback kids if they can get this done. Well, I'm just really surprised how hard she shot that 10 ball.
Yeah, it's almost like it went off in her hand, kind of just.
It's like accidentally pulling the trigger.
Yeah,
I mean, just
exactly.
kind of.
I think she was trying to draw it out for, but it was a little. You know, sometimes, like I said, sometimes when the nerves set in,
Sure.
anything can happen. So, like we said, it's a long way to go here. They still got a lot of shot making to make before this goes the way of the Racksters.
4 in the side.
Kat's going to have the 7 ball. And all she has to do is roll it in, and then David's going to have probably the 6 ball in the side corner, I would believe, if she doesn't hit it too firm.
You can see her lining up the 7 ball there. Pockets the 7.
However, a little firm. And this is going to be a thin cut here for David on the 6 ball. He's going to have to cut that in and come around the table. It's probably going to go all the way out because he's got to hit this hard. I don't think he can make this the 5 in the side. Or is he going to just hit the 6 ball and stop here, sending the 6 down and play defense? Well, looks like he just wants to try to finish it now. All right, good shot.
Pressure shot here for Kat. Gonna take a timeout here. He just wants to see her alignment. Talking a little bit about the leave, I'm sure, on the 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 1 ball, the cue ball, is heading right where you don't want it to go, which is right behind that 8 ball. I mean, I would see about having her hit a little bit firmer to come back out. So if you just roll it, that cue ball is destined to go this way. So either super, super slow to play the 1 in the side or hit it with some speed, one or the other. Unless she hits it, is she drawing it? She might be able to come over here maybe. No, maybe trying to do too much. But look at this, came out smelling
Gonna
like a
work out,
rose right
though.
there. Well, I don't think anybody has ever won a tournament without some luck, so that's part of it too.
We'll see how Michael wants to navigate this. Gotta get to that 10 ball.
Looks like he's going to go 2 rails, come down this way. Oh,
Missed it. Hand scratch to boot. That'll be ball in hand to the Racksters. Golden opportunity now. David Dixon at the table. 3 balls on the table. He will be shooting at 2 of them. If he can make this 5 ball, leave his partner on the 1. Which you would believe that he most likely can as a skill level 7.
Right.
Highest rated player in this championship match.
But what he's doing too, which is great, he's really looking at if she's not going to be able to draw the ball the way that he could if he was on the one ball. Whoa.
Brought it too much. Way
Whoa,
too much.
Wow.
Again, we talked about felt is
trying
new.
to get too cute. Yeah, yeah. I know what he was doing. He
Mm.
wanted to see where he should put her, so she could just naturally make the one ball. But if he would have just drawn it straight back, if he would have just came back to about here, she could make this. She could have made this, and then anything down here, he could make the 8. So, try to get a little bit too cute there. She might be able to hit it, and if she hits it real hard and hits it crazy thin. Anytime it's new cloth, you got to be careful. All of our tournaments on ESPN were always on the brand new cloth, and we would play the whole tournament on a used one, just like here. And then you felt like Bambi on ice when you get out there, because it's quite a bit faster.
And they have used their timeout. So Kat will have to navigate this one on her own. High stakes here.
You see David up there, he's a little upset about getting where he was. Now she really needs to, she should go, you always want to make sure you hit, you always want to have the last rail be the closest to where the ball is. So she should play the same shot really that Michael did earlier. Come back this way. Can clip it, you could make it here, you could end up making it in here, in the side, but you cannot miss hitting it. So one rail, it's a little bit tougher, it's farther away, so you always want to play 2 rails if the second rail is closest to the ball. That's the easiest way to judge it. Careful of going around it. Something hitting a rail. Is something going to go? Oh, my. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Holy smokes.
Even her opponent had to come congratulate her on that shot.
That was cool.
Big smiles there for
That
Kat.
was cool.
We'll see if that's short-lived now, though, Ava, because Catherine Hodge shooting on the 10 ball.
Yeah, and I think she's been chomping at the bit to get back on the table here and
Redeem herself.
fix. Yeah. Nice smooth stroke with one rail across, and she did.
10 ball drops. Only the 8 remains. Michael Hodge will mark that corner pocket.
Let's get this for the championship.
Set his sights on that 8 ball.
I can't believe that one didn't fall.
You can see how
Looked
closely
like
it's
it
just
was.
sitting there.
It looked like it was going right in, yeah.
8 ball for the win.
Great match, guys.
It's go time out of Chicago, Illinois. They are your Jack and Jill doubles champions.
That's my ladies' team. Oh yeah, back here. Scoot back just a little bit. Okay.
I'm going to be short guy in the middle.
Okay, hey guys, it's Casey. I am here with the winners of the Jack and Jill Championship at the World Pool Championships in APA. How are you guys feeling right now?
Really, really nervous. Yeah, just blown away.
You know, it's such a comeback from behind. It was so hill and hill. You know, tell
Yeah.
us about your nerves going through this.
Yeah, roller coaster, panic attack, calm down, panic attack, calm down.
It's kind of funny though, because you guys didn't look nervous on camera.
Oh, that's good because I was freaking out.
And I kind of noticed after every rack that you guys won, you fist bumped and kissed. How long have you guys been playing together?
Yeah, about 20 years. Yeah.
So what's the story behind It's Go Time? How did you guys pick the team name?
So one of our friends that we used to shoot with, he was just one day, he was like, "It's go time." So that became our team slogan. So when we did Jack and Jill, we're like, "It's go time."
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, great partnership here. Any tips that you would give to any of the other Jack and Jill teams in the tournament?
Just don't get in your head at all. If something goes wrong, shake it off. You can do it. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Any big plans for the money you just won?
I don't know.
Gonna go out to dinner, have a nice dinner
Oh,
tonight?
definitely going to dinner. Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Well, great shooting.
Thank you so much.
Guys.
All right,
That was
Ava,
very
high
good.
drama.
Yeah, it was.
Some high drama here in our first championship, our first of 6 championship matches. Again, congratulations to the team of It's Go Time of Chicago, Illinois. They are your Jack and Jill doubles champions. Ava, we're going to sign off for the evening. We will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific time, with continuing coverage of the APA World Pool Championships. Come back and join us.